just a little bit concerned that we didn't work as hard defensively as we wanted to, even though we had a good half. And we were disappointed with the last couple of possessions, but everything else has been just fantastic. We shot the lights out, and Nenad's very concerned that we've got another half to go. But yeah, we're really, really pleased. And it's all due to the effort that the guys have put in over the last 2.5 weeks.
All right, go put them to bed.
Thank you.
Right now, we are making changes in our defense to make difference in our score. The triple, we have 24 points from the 54 just in triple. We are not arriving enough fast to the defense. And right now, we're going to change because one of our strengths is our speed, and we are not using it. This team is totally new, it's brand new. So they are fitting together to work as a team. So this is our first game, and we are now fixing all the difference in order to find us as a team.
All right, good luck.
Okay, thank you very much.
Well, como esta, mi amigos? How are you, my friends? Lieutenant Dan Hennessy alongside Coach Kenny Stone. And as we look at the halftime statistics, Miguel Mariaga and Hector Romero top scoring for Venezuela with just 6 points apiece. But Kurt Penny sitting on 13, Phil Jones on 7. But Kenny, as I pan down, looking at the Tall Blacks points, everybody on the Tall Blacks has scored.
Yeah, it's great to see. No one's got less than about 4 minutes. Everybody's got a good run. And that's what Napier wants to do right now. It's about getting these guys experience. Even Mike Fitchett, who we saw knock down that 3. Everyone's got a good chance to get some international experience, which is going to be valuable as they head towards the bigger picture, getting through these tournaments and eventually facing Australia.
And I'm very happy for one Michael Fitchett. The butterflies are over. He got the rock, he threw it up, he nailed the 3. So that's dead and buried. Onward and upward for Michael Fitchett.
Yeah, one of the things I like from looking at these stats, Tall Blacks have only given up 3 offensive rebounds. They've done a good job on their defensive boards, defending those, pushing the ball. They've out-rebounded Venezuela 24-16 in total. Done a good job. They'll need to continue to work hard around the basket, especially against the likes of Romero and certainly Bueno. They did a good job early on getting to the basket.
And well, they are shooting Venezuela's lights out. They're hovering around 45% shooting from the 3-point line. There's been a couple shooters you wouldn't expect to shoot a 3. Tony Rampton nailing them. Darryl Cartwright nailing them. If they're open and they got the ball beyond the arc, anybody on the team will put it up, won't they?
Well, in international ball, everybody has to be a threat. You see European teams, you see Australian teams, all of them have big guys that can step out and shoot. Rampton's done it. We saw Casey Frank take a 3. He's certainly capable of knocking them down. Terrell Cameron, we know, is a 3-point shooter. So all those guys are a threat, both inside and out, and that's what they need.
Well, the second half is almost here. And while I have a second, let me just say hey to some guy named Ed Book. I love you, Ed. I miss you, man. But you got to think about it, right? Ed Book, Aaron Olson, they're all starting to retire. Now, this core group that's left with Boucher, Kurt Penny, Paulie Henare, Darryl Cartwright, you know, Lizzie Tate, you got to think with the next couple years, there's going to be a lot more of that, isn't there? So maybe the Beijing Olympics can be the pinnacle of basketball for this core group that we have playing for the Tall Blacks.
Well, I agree that it's certainly something that they're all aiming for. It'll be a great way for some of them to finish up. That's a great way for Pero Cameron to start this quarter.
Pero Cameron just nails one from the wing.
But you're right, this is an experienced group that's been playing together for a while. They've had success. They've had some failures that they'd be disappointed in. But overall, they're certainly wanting to get back to the ultimate, which is getting to the Olympics.
As Grievous Vasquez just throws it into the abyss. And Dilobacha will bring it up now for the Tall Blacks. Boucher, Rampton, Cameron, Henare, and Kurt Penny with the ball now. He's going to drive. Nice finger roll, Kurt! Yes! Tipped in by Tony Rampton.
Again, a good start. This time, instead of stepping out to the 3-point line, Kurt Penny was able to curl around that screen, able to get to the basket. Tony Rampton finishing off with that tip.
Jose Vargas finds Hector Romero. Back out it goes to Vasquez. That's no good. Who's got it? Vasquez will get it, and he will get 2. Broken play. Boucher now to bring it up. Acting as a point guard, Kenny. That's interesting.
Yeah, they're using him as a point, putting Pollinari down, coming off some screens, off the turnover.
And there is a throwdown by Hector Romero as Kirk Penny continues to flex his jaw. He caught an elbow on that last trip down the field for the Tall Blacks. He's got the ball at the moment.
Venezuela decided to come out physical, but there was no one that touched Penny on his trip to the basket there.
Vasquez with it now for Venezuela. Around the outside it goes. Barrios. Alejandro Barrios for 3, in and out. Kirk Penny with the bound, and away he will come. He'll stop, he'll pop, and he'll drop another one. Mr. Automatic, Kirk Penny from beyond the arc.
Well, this is the Kirk Penny that we want, all Tall Black fans and New Zealand fans want to see. Coming out, being aggressive offensively, doing the work on the boards and at the defensive end as well.
Barrios with it. Inside it goes to big Herbert Bayona. Bayona, bullet pass underneath. Yes, that's 2 points. Jose Vargas.
Tall Blacks there again, doubled.
Oh, we got a foul called on Tony Rampton
Moving screen
as
offense.
Grievous Vasquez goes flying. And the crowd here does not like that one bit.
No, neither does Nenad Vucinic. That's Rampton's 4th foul.
Let's have a look at it here. A little bit of an act perhaps. But
And in the context of how this game has gone and the physicalness of this game, probably wasn't a lot in it.
Barrios with it.
Now we've got an intentional foul called by or a double foul rather, against Daryl Cartwright and Hector Romero.
As the two teams continue to jaw at one another, whether they can understand one another is another question. But, geez, as far as a 3-game friendly series goes, these guys are just going for it, period, aren't they?
And it's going to be a challenge for some of these referees to keep this game in check.
And we've got another foul called. 3 seconds went off the clock, and there's another foul being called.
That one I think they got Pollinari for. With the bump.
Kubian to inbound. Hector Romero. Barrios. Kubian barking out directions. 60 to the shot clock for the Venezuelans. Bayona. Kubian. Vargas gets it inside.
Like he stepped out of bounds.
Yep.
Good job by the Tall Blacks, keeping the ball on the perimeter, not allowing any penetration.
And, well, here comes Dylan Boucher again as a point guard, bringing up the ball. By Paulie Henare. Back to Daryl Cartwright. Inside it goes. And a foul called on Herbert Bayona.
Nice execution of the play. One extra pass by Daryl Cartwright to the corner, had Kirk Penny standing wide open. You won't be able to see it, but also Frank right in the lane, getting Bayona with that foul.
Pollinari to inbounds, gonna find Kirk Penny. Penny top of the key to Cartwright. Cartwright will find the point guard, shall we say, Dylan Boucher. Over to Pollinari. Henare goes to drive. Nice movement. Casey Frank was open for the 3, then decided I'll drive on Bayona. They'll lose the rock momentarily, and he will throw it away, but Jose Vargas got a hand on it. It will remain Tall Blacks ball with 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Pollinari to inbound. Finds Kirk Penny, top of the key. Rolls around the outside of the perimeter, puts up a crazy shot, no good. And away comes Vargas. He's gonna find Salcedo. Salcedo with a crazy shot, and holy moly, it goes in! That must have had a little Venezuelan spice on it, Kenny.
Well, it certainly did. I didn't think he had a chance to get it. Just had enough spin to get it on the backboard and able to get it dropped.
We get a steal now. Hector Romero with a steal. He's got Kubian on the wing, finds him. He will lay it up. And no, he misses the duck. Boucher comes down with it. Puts a nice pass ahead. Pollinare, now Cartwright. Cartwright back to Pollinare, loses the rock. Bayona with a steal. Away comes Jermaine Salcedo. Give and go with Romero. Romero went for the big set down. Casey Frank gets in his way.
Well, the passing with the Tall Blacks been loose at the moment, giving up some easy turnovers. You see a good 2-on-1 break. Romero going hard to the basket. Casey Frank not giving up anything easy. Romero giving him that little look.
Well, Hector Romero has got something to say after every whistle. I'm not sure what it is, Kenny, but I'm sure it's not good.
More the look than what he says, I think.
Second offering will not drop. Casey Frank with the bound, finds Lindsey Tate. Kubian will run into Daryl Cartwright as Lindsey Tate cuts through the whole field. Finds Boucher. That will be a goaltend, I do believe, on Romero. Can't hit it off the backboard.
A nice look by Lindsey Tate there. Little no-look pass with Dylan standing wide open under the basket. It was a goaltend because it hit the backboard before it was blocked.
Jermaine Salcedo will inbound and find David Kubian. And here come the Venezuelans. 20-point spread. Tall Blacks are loving it at the moment. Vasquez, Kubian, Bayona. Bayona back out to Kubian. Around it goes. Hector Romero looking for the foul and the shot. And we've got a foul off the ball.
I think it got a shooting foul, but it was just a late call. I don't know why he didn't call it when the contact happened, but it was the right call.
As well, you can see with this three-game series, the referees are going to have their hands full. Speaking of hands full, here comes PC. Daryl Cartwright will take a well-deserved rest. Good minutes from him. Romero at the line. He will sink the first offering. Second one is off, and he knew it. Lane violation, Tall Blacks ball. Kevin Pugh was right on that situation.
And you're right, as soon as he shot it, he knew he missed it across the free throw line before it had hit the rim. As a free throw shooter, you're not allowed to do that. You gotta wait till it hits the rim before you cross that free throw line. Comes a turnover.
Lindsey Tate with a little stutter step finds Kirk Penny. Kirk Penny finds Casey Frank. Casey Frank behind the back to PC! That's unbelievable! Two more for PC the hard way. Behind the back pass from Casey Frank. Wow! David Kubian coming back the other way for Venezuela now. He'll find Bayona, the big unit. Rivas Vasquez. Salcedo, stop and pop, and that's no good. And it will be a call, I believe, foul on Bayona, as he tried to manhandle PC, but that's not going to happen, is it? And Bayona's saying, but he's throwing these elbows at me.
I think Dylan Boucher was the one that actually boxed him out. If we see underneath, oh, here's the reverse.
Oh, man.
Casey Frank will be loving that. He'll be wanting that highlight saved.
That was just a beautiful pass. I thought Casey was going to go up and set one down in a big way, but nice behind the back pass. A little razzle-dazzle from Casey Frank. Mika Vacona back into the game for the Tall Blacks now. Kirk Penny now playing the point guard position. Finds Lindsey Tate. Head fake, there he goes. Stolen by Salcedo. Stolen back by Casey Frank. Mika Vacona with it. Gonna slow things down, 21 on the shot clock. Kirk Penny. PC for three! Off the mark. Salcedo will scrap down that rebound. Kick it off to David Cubion. Here comes Venezuela now. Wow, just Casey Frank and Bayona going at it. Cubion puts up a three, no good. Who's there? Mr. Rebound. Mika Vacona. Vacona in the corner to Kirk Penny for three. Black!
Nice job by Vacona knowing where the shooters are, being under control, finding Penny wide open in the corner. Penny's been shooting the ball extremely well in this game.
Holy moly, knowing where the shooters are, you just gotta basically throw it in the direction of somebody with a black singlet on. They're gonna put it up and in, aren't they?
They have tonight.
Kirk Penny in the corner, beautiful fluent motion, whack.
See Kirk Penny there with 21 points. The thing that impressed me in the second half, they've come out with good defensive intensity. Tall Blacks have done a good job on the boards, continuing to work hard, not allowing Venezuela to get those second opportunities. They haven't allowed Venezuela to get shots at the basket, and they haven't given up those transition baskets, other than gave up a couple, but certainly not like they did that first half. Built on this lead, now up to 24 points.
Well, they're a young team, and they are getting their lumps. Tab Baldwin used to call the bleeding, the blooding in of youngsters. And well, their whole team, as I said earlier, average age 24 years, 8 months. They're a young crew, but as you've seen, a big, physical, fiery crew are these Venezuelans. David Cubion now. Cubion with it. Gonna find Hector Romero. Hector Romero spins, nice pumping shot. Mika Vacona was, holy moly! And it's not looking good right now. Mika Vacona literally kissed the rim on that rebound. He was upward and onward. Let's have a look at it here. Mika Vacona just skies above everybody and gets an elbow to the back of the head for his troubles. Hector Romero, Kenny, I'm going to say it now. He's not going to make my Christmas list.
I don't think he'll make me in the Tall Black Christmas list either.
I will not be sending a Christmas card to Venezuela this year. All right, Lindsey Tate with it now for the Tall Blacks. Very much in control of this match. Phil Jones with it now. Nice pass to Lindsey Tate. Blocked by Bayona on the way in, but that will be a foul. And wow, just the no-look passing that the Tall Blacks are showing here. Beautiful stuff.
Well, they're doing a good job reading the screens. The defenders are trailing around those screens, and if that's happening, they need to cut to the basket, curl those around. And that time we saw Lindsey Tate do that, able to get the pass, penetrate hard, and attack Bayona, able to draw that foul.
Lindsey Tate misses the first offering from the line. 2:52 left to go here in the third. Tall Black 71, Venezuela 47. Second one will go. And we've got substitutions. Paulie Henare back into the game for Casey Frank. And Carlos Cedeno is in the game for David Cubion for Venezuela. And also Miguel Mariaga is coming in for Big Herbert Bayona.
So the Tall Blacks have gone a bit small at the moment. With 3 guards in there. Phil Jones, bigger of those 3. Got 2 point guards in there with Lindsey Tate and Paul Henare.
And you've got one rebounding juggernaut named Mika Vacona. Grievous. Vasquez gets it into Hector Romero, and he is just hassled once he gets in the paint, and you can expect that.
Well, he had the physical mismatch against Phil Jones, had a good position, and he's just so strong. You see him there stepping in, just going right at him. Phil Jones had no alternative than to put his arms in there trying to stop the shot. And every time Romero's involved in something, there's going to be some contact, and everybody's going to be involved after the whistle, trying to break it up.
Hector Romero will nail the first. Probably one of the standouts in this team, although I hate to admit it.
Well, he has a physical presence. A lot of their offense is going through him.
For substitutions, Axir Zukri will come in for Hector Romero. He'll get a well-deserved rest, as we've got full court pressure now by the Venezuelans. Lindsey Tate with it. Looking for a little help, a little bit of love. He's going to find it in the form of Pero. Up to Mika. Mika to Lindsey. Hacked by Zukri, but he will not get the foul that he wanted. Here come the Venezuelans now. Salcedo, inside it goes to Zukri. 2 points, nice passing. Good ball movement by the Venezuelans. Paulinari back the other way now, finds Phil Jones.
I said it before, in international ball, you got to attack the rim expecting that contact.
Yep.
And you've got to finish. You aren't going to get those calls.
PC, beautiful ball movement. Look at this, around the horn it went. And what have we got? A foul underneath?
Maria, another double foul, this time Vicona and Mariaga.
Bodies are just slamming down in the paint. Very, very physical game. I've been in mosh pits that are more mellow than this. Lindsey Tate to inbound. Just over 2 minutes left to go here in the third. Oh, look at PC. There's a secret elbow. Oh!
They're all.
Cedeno.
They're all.
Holy moly! And these guys are. They're going at it again.
They're all throwing little elbows. There's a time you've got to regroup.
It's not like anybody knows what anybody else is saying, but they know they don't like it. And well, Grievous Vasquez better get his behind out of there before PC just pile drives him into the wood. They are a fiery bunch, to say the least. And look at their coach. The coach is just talking to Gavin Few.
Well, we've got a technical foul.
Technical foul on the coach. Well,
no, I think it's on Cedeno.
Is it?
They were all throwing little elbows there. It looked like a bit of tag.
Let's have a look here. There's PC with the first one.
Oh, I'll give you
and
one.
There's another one.
Oh, there's
PC's got 3 elbows in there. PC throws 3 secret elbows, and they get the technical foul. You gotta love it.
Well, it's the advantage of being at home.
Oh, man. See, the referees can't see those, Ken. He's been doing it for years.
That's right. They're immune to it.
Pero Cameron, you gotta love him. The stuff he does off the ball. Phil Jones finds the humor in everything. He's gonna inbound. He's gonna find Paulie Henare now. The fireworks go down for the moment. Paulie Henare goes to drive, looking for help. Finds Lindsey for the 3-ball. Whack! Lindsey Tate shuts them all up. Salcedo back the other way. Finds Cedeno, Mariaga, Grievous, Vasquez. In the corner it goes. Nice shot by Cedeno, no go. Mika Vicona battling for it. Paulie Henare will end up with it. He'll kick it off to PC, get the ball back. Here come the Tall Blacks again.
Venezuela have changed up to a 2-3 zone at the moment. Last time giving up a 3. We'll see what they give up out of this one.
Lindsey Tate. Paulie Henare drives. Nice pass to Mika Vicona. He will drive foul underneath on Axir Zukri. But the ball movement has just impressed me since the get-go here for the Tall Blacks.
Yeah, they did a nice job, again, moving the ball, getting players cut into the middle of that zone. Vicona ends up with it along the baseline, able to draw the foul and get himself to the line.
Just to let you know, folks, at 3/4 time, we'll be throwing some more basketball.
Paulie Henare, beautiful pass in the blender. Mika Vicona gets a chop to the throat for his troubles.
You hear referee Andy Thackeray almost pleading to the team, come on boys, let's just play some basketball.
Second one will drop as well. 79-51, Tall Blacks are up. Rivas Vasquez with it now for Venezuela. In the corner it goes. Cedeno. Axir Sucre. Marianga underneath, and he'll be fouled by Phil Jones. Once again, collapsing defense by the Tall Blacks. They are going to let no baskets go easy, are they?
No, but a good pass out of that double team. Marianga keeping active, cutting along the baseline. And a good job by Sucre finding him. Now, Marianga get to the line.
2.08 meters. Miguel Marianga will miss the first one horribly. No bueno. As this place erupts into chaos. The second one will go down. Substitution. The Bishop back into the competition as Lindsay Tate takes a rest. Full court pressure again by the Venezuelans. Pollinari will find help. Vicavacona brings it up over half court, off to Phil Jones. Pollinari, set play coming up for the Tall Blacks. Paulie top of the key, left alone, stops and pops. That's going to be a bit short. Rivas Vasquez comes away with it for Venezuela. He's on the run. Nice pass to Mariaga. Wasn't expecting it. He'll put it up and in.
Nice job by Mariaga to get control of that. It was a tough pass down low. Did a good job gathering it in.
Perro Cameron, Makona, Winitana, and Ari. Jones. Jones on the wing. Pick ball, fresh 24 coming up for the Tall Blacks.
Tall Blacks a tough team to press at the moment. They've got 5 guys that can handle the ball. Done a good job getting through that zone pressure, full court of Venezuela's.
Well, it's got to be a feather in your cap to almost play 3/4 of basketball and have an international team only at 54 points. Mariaga loses the handle. Vasquez will end up with it. Axir Sucre with a shot, no good. And that will do it for the third quarter. It has been all Tall Blacks basketball. They lead Venezuela 79-54. Coach Nenad Vucinic looking cool, calm, and collected as always. There's PC for 3, Kirk Penny in the lane. Nice putback. Vargas there. Kirk Penny again, stops and pops and drops. Salcedo with a crazy shot. Had more English on it than a pull shot, really. And Kirk Penny in the corner. Whack. Beautiful stuff. And don't you think Andre Lemanis and the Breakers are just licking their chops right now, looking the way Kirk Penny's playing basketball?
Certainly a great signing for the Breakers, getting somebody of that quality, a homegrown boy coming back to the shore. I'm sure they'll be looking forward to getting him into camp and getting him into the Australian League.
Licking their chops, Kenny, absolutely. Well, we can't quite hear Coach Vucinic, but his Tall Blacks basically just have to keep on keeping on. If it's not broken, don't fix it.
And looking at his diagram, talking about how they're going to attack that 2-3 zone defense.
All right, here's the quarter by quarter. New Zealand up by 8 in the first. A little bit of a gap there in the second, 26-17, and in the third quarter, 25, Venezuela 17. So, in reality, very good defense by the Tall Blacks. Thus far in this competition, that stands out for me, their defense.
That's right. That's got to be a consistent hallmark of the Tall Blacks' defensive intensity. And certainly we've seen it out of them this game.
All right, here we go. Last quarter's here. Urbina with it now. Gonna find Cedeno. The fiery one, Grievous Vasquez. Vasquez in all kinds of bother underneath. Puts up a shot and will get it to go and one.
Nice job by Vasquez to stay with it.
If at first you don't succeed, try again.
Well, he was going to score one way or another. He's double teamed there. He has players open, but forced it up and able to draw the foul on Pollinari.
And here is his opportunity for a three-point play. And he will do so. Full court pressure once again by the Venezuelans. Pollinari. Cross, it goes to PC. Pero Cameron with it. Back to Pauly. No rush. Set play for the Tall Blacks. Quintana now. PC around to Mr. Jones. Phil Jones. Whack! Rattles around a bit, but it drops. The end product is what we're looking for. And Phil Jones is on fire.
Coach Salazar is livid over on the sideline at his team. There was no rotation, giving up an easy shot to Phil Jones. And now Quintana attacking the basket, drawing the foul. But if you're in a zone defense like they are, you've got to rotate the shooters, and they didn't do that.
Phil Jones doing the old rattle around. And well, he's just shooting fantastically. It's great to see him do that. Carlo Quintana on the line for the New Zealand Tall Blacks. Whack. And I'm just loving the new uniforms, the new look, Kenny. They look fantastic. Warm-up gear, everything.
Yeah, it is a nice look, that silver fern down the side. They do look sharp. And they're playing at that level right now as well.
And if I wake up tomorrow with a Dominion Finance tattoo on my backside, who cares? Vasquez for three, that's gonna be short. Who's got it? Barrios has it. Back out to Cedeno. 20 of the shot clock for the Venezuelans. Out it goes to Barrios. Grievous Vasquez behind the back, little razzle-dazzle from him. Who's got it? Pollinari comes up with it. Stolen back by Barrios. We will have a foul called on the play. And that's just a pinball going on in there.
And I think they picked up Bethany with that foul as second. Just enough reach in to cause the turnover, get the foul.
Phil Jones with it. Top of the key, Pollinari. Back to Jonesy for three. Oh, I was almost going to give him the big bang, but it didn't go in. In and out for Phil. He is human. He can miss, apparently. Cedeno back the other way now. Barrios, top of the key. Around it goes. Stop and pop for Urbina. Nice from Jesus Urbina. Little mid-range jumper. Got that to go. Full court pressure from the Venezuelans. And Jose Urbina comes by and just knocks Pollinari off his feet. That will be a foul on Jesus Urbina.
It's All Blacks trying to break that press just by reversing the ball, running the point guard through the middle of that zone. That time they hit Henare, but so did Venezuela.
Darryl Cartwright back into the game for Paulo Quintana. And here's Pollinari now, cutting through the traffic. Quintana's out, Jones in the corner to Cartwright for three. Off the back of the iron, who's there? Renton's throwing people around. Vasquez with it now, Grievous finds Urbina. Urbina will, and we'll have a foul on the play. Louis Bethany was gonna go up for one, but that's not to be.
See the fast break there. Phil Jones thought he was going to get that pass. Wasn't able to as he stopped to recover. Ended up getting his hand in there.
And you gotta love the Tall Blacks' mindset. They're up by over 25 points, and they're still gonna not let an easy basket go in.
Well, and they shouldn't. And that's something I'm sure Nana Vucinic drilled into them.
Right.
Nothing comes easy. And by the sounds of the camp, the way the camp's gone the last 2.5 weeks, nothing has been easy. And it's paying some dividends early on against Venezuela.
Lewis Bethany will sink his second. Daryl Cartwright will find Paulie Henare, who will lose the rock. Grievous Vasquez with it now. He will get 2. Paulie Henare was double teamed there momentarily. He lost the ball.
And then Vucinic calls a quick timeout. Going to talk about this. These are all those little learning experiences along the way. You gotta sit down and talk about how you're gonna attack this press.
But overall, I mean, wow, the Tall Blacks, very few mistakes, very high shooting percentage. Bill Jones is back onto his game. Kirk Penny never lost his game. They're just looking fantastic.
I think it's been a great first outing so far for the Tall Blacks. And certainly, I know Nenad won't be pleased with most of it, but you know, for his first game out, obviously it looks like he can go through to a comfortable win. He's got to be pleased with that deep down. He won't show it though.
Oh no.
But yeah, great job by everyone. Everyone's come in, everyone's got some minutes, everyone's stepped up and done a good job. So a pass mark so far. There's still 7.5 minutes to go, but so far, looking good.
It's been on very few occasions I look at the stats sheet at halftime and everyone on one of the teams has scored, and that was the case tonight with the Tall Blacks.
Well, and that's the value that Nenad has. He's got good depth. He's got to use them all. And again, Craig Bradshaw not even here, the MVP of that series against Australia last year. So he's going to add to his depth. The tough part of that is when he culls his team down to 12, one of these players won't be available. And that's a tough decision for a coach to make, is having people contribute and then have to release them.
Carlos Cedeno will be called with that foul, as he thought he might have had Paulie Henare in a travel, but no sir. Paulo Unitana will inbound and find Paulie Henare now. Just over 7 minutes left to go here in this competition. Unitana into Rampton. Rampton looking for help. Finds Phil Jones. Around it goes. Unitana, Rampton goes baseline. Still looking for help. 9 seconds of the shot clock. Rampton looking for help. Nice pass. Beautiful stuff. And we get a foul called underneath as Daryl Cartwright was going up. And the coach is losing his mind.
He's had enough. He's sitting down.
Somebody get that man a cerveza. I don't know what he's saying, but holy moly. What an animated head coach. Kenny, I've never seen you like that once on the sidelines.
No, he probably won't see me quite like that, but
you're like that on the inside.
There's the passion. He knows he has a job to do with this young team, molding them into a competitive unit, and he's got a lot of work ahead of him. But he's been around, he's an experienced coach.
Well, the passion is there, that's for sure. Just under 7 to go. Tall Blacks in total control. Cruise control, if you will. Unitana with it, finds Paulie Henare into Jones, back out to Henare. Looking for help, finds Rampton inside. Cartwright, Jones. Jones across court to Unitana. Unitana for 3. That's gonna be short. Who's there? Cartwright for the rebound. Cartwright puts it back up and in. Daryl Cartwright, right place, right time. Cedeno comes back the other way now for Venezuela. He has no place to go. Lockdown. Unitana comes away with it. He's going to find a streaking Paulie Henare, who finds Phil Jones. And it is becoming like the Harlem Globetrotters here, Kenny.
That's just great teamwork there. Off great defensive pressure. Poor shot. They collected. Nice fast break. Good dish off there by Paulie Henare.
Cedeno going to find Urbina. Jesus Urbina working on Cartwright. Needs a little help. Finds in the form of Barrios for three. That's off the mark. Paulo Unitano rips down that bound. He will emerge with the ball for the Tall Blacks. The Dominion Finance New Zealand Tall Blacks. Paul Hinari with it. Back to Paula. Thought about the three from well beyond the arc. Hinari looking inside. Finds Jones at the elbow. Off the back of the iron. Rivas Vasquez will end up with it. He's on the run now. Cedeno back out to Rivas Vasquez. He'll launch one from well beyond the arc. No good. Unitano will scoop up yet another rebound, doing his best Mika Vakona imitation, and we've got a foul called. Jesus Urbina walked into the way, impeding the progress.
Well, the Tall Blacks have done a great job this quarter on the defensive board, well, throughout the whole game. Again, not allowing those second opportunities. The shots have come deep. Done a good job getting body on people, allowing other people to come in and get the rebound. They will push it. We see some changes by the Tall Blacks, bringing in Michael Fitchett again, getting in his second run as his first game. Dylan Boucher returns as well.
Michael Fitchett in for the Tall Blacks. I'll never get sick of saying that.
It's going to be an interesting matchup on the defensive end. Got Dylan Boucher probably matched up against Beonia, the biggest player on the court.
Kirk Penny coming back into the game for the Tall Blacks, as Paulo Unitano had a very productive few minutes there, snagging down a couple of rebounds and really getting himself into the mix. Jose Vargas. Inside to Bayona. Big Bayona spins. Herbert Bayona will get two there. And away comes Dylan Boucher.
Again, a tough matchup for Boucher. He went for the steal. Actually tried to give a little ground, which is a bit of a trick of his, forcing the offensive player to travel. Now at the other end, they've got Dylan for offensive foul, trying to step in and set a screen.
As PC is poised to come back in for the Dominion Finance New Zealand Tall Blacks. Bayona with it now for Venezuela. He will find Salcedo. He'll put it up. Hermain Salcedo will put it up for three and nail it. Michael Fitchett now working down on David Kubian. That's a good matchup. Cartwright left alone outside. Kirk Penny left alone. Don't do that. He'll stop. He'll pop. That's going to be off the mark. Kubian will end up with it for Venezuela. He's on the run. 19 seconds left in the shot clock for the Venezuelans. Plenty of time. Kubian circling the perimeter, getting into Axir Sukri. Back out to Kubian. 9 on the shot clock. Salcedo, Hermain Salcedo, back to Kubian. 5 on the shot clock. Bayona back out to Salcedo. Puts it up for three. Off the front of the iron. Didn't look likely. Jones with the rebound. Away comes Dylan Boucher. And he will be chopped in the forehead by Herbert Bayona. That's going to be a foul.
Well, a nice job by Boucher, just pushing the ball right at the defender. He wasn't in a position to stop him. You see here, he knows he's got defender in trouble. Bayona's arms come down trying to get a bit of the ball. Instead gets the foul. Daryl Cartwright gets a spell now as Perro Cameron comes back in. Gives the Tall Blacks a little bit more strength inside. Allows Dylan Boucher to move out guarding somebody a bit more his size, though. Boucher's always gone against some bigger players. Always up for the challenge.
Dylan Boucher from the free throw line. Well, his game from that position there has jumped leaps and bounds. Now a pretty formidable free throw shooter, Kenny.
Yeah, with Dylan, it's always been about following through for him. I've told him every time we have a bit of routine, I yell at him, follow through. If he does follow through, you can knock him down. He shot around 70% this year, by far his best season from the free throw line.
And I'm glad he sank that second one. That would have made me look bad. I can do that all by myself. Oh, and a block by Boucher from behind! A swatting of sorts. Dylan Boucher, what? Beautiful camera work there, fellas. Into Bayona, he'll get 2 more. As, Dylan Bacho goes down holding his ankle. This is what we did not want to see with 3 minutes and 24 seconds left to go in the competition. Looks to be more of an ankle roll than an actual cramp, or is it a cramp, Kenny?
That doesn't look like a cramp, but we'll see if, yeah, you see it right there on, his left ankle. Hey, that's a bad ankle roll. Yeah, you never want to see something like that happen. You see his ankle was taped, but
oh man, that's not good news. Dylan Bacho going directly to the dressing room, it looks.
They'll get some ice on that quickly, have a quick look at it.
Dylan Bacho in all kinds of bother on the ground just off of court there, as you can see. We'll keep you informed as information comes to us. Back to the game now. Michael Fitchett barking out directions. And he will put one up for 3, and that's going to be a little bit short. And Axier Sukri will get that rebound. Salcedo has it. He'll dump it off to, well, David Kubian will have it now for Venezuela. Bill Jones now, very polished player. Look at Bayona and Casey Frank going at it. Bayona with it now. Bayona finds Kubian for 3. That's going to be short. He'll get the ball back. Fresh 24 for the Venezuelans. Jose Vargas finds David Kubian. Salcedo, Bayona. Herbert Bayona working on Frank. Sukri drives, no place to go, puts up a crazy shot. No good. PC will end those proceedings, and he'll bring it up. Find Casey Frank open for the 3. That is well off the mark, but the Tall Blacks will get an offensive rebound in a fresh 24. 2 minutes left to go in this competition. Fitchett will find Jones, back to Fitchett. Kirk Penny. Back out to Jones. Kirk Penny. Casey Frank for another 3. That one's off the mark. Axier Sukri might have kicked it out of bounds. But no, they say it will be Venezuela's ball. And Michael Fitchett is such a prolific 3-point shooter in the New Zealand National Basketball League. But as he looks around in his first game as a Tall Black, to the left of him he's got Kirk Penny. To the right of him he's got Phil Jones. So do you think maybe he's a little shy to let the rock fly?
Oh, I think he's looking to be a point guard, and that's setting up other players, taking his when he's open, and it's usually from the point guard position, it's not the first pass or the first option. You're looking to get your other players involved, and he seems to be doing that, even though he probably has some good looks, but he's doing the right thing. Get others involved. If the ball's reversed to you, then knock the 3 down.
Dylan Bacho is still on the floor off to the side of the court. I believe they're icing his ankle there. Now, will they be able to take that up? I mean, do you think he'll be set to go tomorrow night, or?
Well, it depends on the severity of the sprain, whereabouts it is. You can see rubbing ice on the outside of the ankle. It looked nasty, but again, see how quickly he can recover and the treatment that he gets on it tonight.
All right, at the line, Axier Sukri will sink the second one. He's got 8 points. Casey Frank will find Kirk Penny. Payroll Cameron, Lindsey Tate. Michael Fitchett, back to Lindsey. Lindsey finds Penny, stolen by Axier Sukri. Oh, here come the Venezuelans. Nice defense, good hit. Casey Frank, this runway is open. And he will lay it in and get the 2, pushed by Salcedo. 2 more points for Casey Frank. David Kubian, now for the Venezuelans, 17 on the shot clock. Salcedo, a big unit, kicks it off. Shot, drop, beautiful stuff by Luis Bethelme with those 2 points for Venezuela. Just under a minute left to go here. Penny with it. He'll stop and he'll just put up a 3-ball. That's off the side. Casey Frank with another offensive rebound. He'll put it up again because I didn't get it right the first time. So I'll get it right the second time. Why not?
You make that quick adjustment, same spot. Expect that second one to go down.
He is dialed in from outside. David Kubion in and out the other way. And on the run, Casey Frank, another lay-in and one. That's just beautiful stuff. Unselfish basketball by the Dominion Finance New Zealand Tall Blacks.
Well, we highlighted at the top of the show the value of guys that have played together for a while in Lindsay, Casey, and Dylan. In the first half, we saw Lindsay hit Dylan with a no-look pass under the basket. And it's just that instinctive feeling that time on the fast break. I've seen it many times, those two running together. Casey Frank gets the finish.
And one. 99-73. Will they score on the hundo, the century? Will it come up? 24 seconds left to go in this competition. David Kubion with it. Finds Vargas. Axir Sukri into Salcedo. He runs into the blender and comes up empty-handed. And then he will foul PC, I believe.
I think he was out of bounds.
PC might have stepped out of bounds, you're right.
Venezuela will get another chance with 12 seconds to go for the last shot of the game.
Jose Vargas with it for Venezuela. 7 seconds. No mas, no mas. And he'll throw it to Michael Fitchin, and that will do it. Can you believe it? Yes, you can. The Dominion Finance New Zealand Tall Blacks demolish Venezuela, 99-73. Buenos noches, Venezuela. Hasta luego. We will see you. Let's not forget, next game is Sunday afternoon, 3 o'clock. So after the All Blacks tomorrow night, make sure to pop on Sky Sports and check out the Tall Blacks. We'll see you then. I'm Lieutenant Dan Hennessy, out.
Here are the numbers from the first test of the 3-test series between the Tall Blacks and Venezuela. 99 points to 73. Tall Blacks simply dominant. One man welcoming himself back into the fray and just putting up a commanding performance. Kirk Penny. Kirk, welcome back. 24 points or thereabouts. That's a nice way to get back into the Tall Black shirt.
Yeah, it was great to be back out there with a silver fern on, and the guys played really well tonight, and I'm certainly proud of them, and it's a good first game for us.
Yeah, that was good. Thanks. Good save. Hey, the one important thing here is that we talked about in the pregame, the instinctiveness tonight for the Tall Blacks. That camp must have done wonders.
Yeah, we certainly have worked hard, and it's a great reward to come out tonight and play against another team and play well. And I'm sure we'll continue to work hard, and we've got another game in a couple of days, and I'm sure we'll have 2 practices tomorrow. So it's a good place to be. We know, we've got some work to do, but yeah, it was a good one tonight.
Basketball or smackdown out there?
You can tell the Venezuelans have a lot of passion, and that's why they're a great opponent for us. Just to start off our campaign, And yeah, there were a lot of incidents. Every time it seemed there was a foul, there was a confrontation. But all in all, it was a good one.
Good to have you back. We'll see you in Wellington on Sunday.
Cheers, mate. Appreciate it, guys.
All right, Kirk Penny. There are his numbers as Hector Romero is going to come and have a chat to us about it. Kirk Penny, 24 points from the field, 56%, 3 points, 57%, no turnovers, but not the best of days for Hector Romero and Venezuela. Hector, first of all, welcome to New Zealand. Not the best start to a 3-test series.
Well, thank you for welcoming me to New Zealand. It was a tough game. A very good team. We're rebuilding our national team. This is our first game without our bets, so it's kind of tough to start the rebuilding against New Zealand. As you know, like, New Zealand is one of the top teams in the whole world, and it was a tough game.
I suppose you would look at a game like this as just a step towards qualifying for the Olympics.
Yeah, that's our this practice game for us. You know what I'm saying? We just come out here, try to be tough, and try to get used to with the new guys to play against the like big time teams.
Do you like the rough and tumble? Do you like the biffa out there in the middle?
Yeah, I like all the content. You know what I'm saying? I play better. When they start hitting me, I hit back, and nobody can take it.
All right, well, Hector, I look forward to seeing you in Wellington on Sunday.
All right, man. See you guys.
All right, thanks, Hector. Appreciate the time. Hector Romero from Venezuela. He's the big gun. There you heard it. That's what that's all about. They just love the rough and tumble. 12 points top scoring for Venezuela. Field from the field, 14%. From the line, 71%. I suppose the most important thing, and we said this, is when you get your first tallback shirt, it's pretty impressive. Michael Fitchett's first shot, a three-pointer, nails it. Michael Fitchett, how good is that with your first shot up?
Well, Dylan set me up pretty nicely. Yeah, I was pretty stoked to get a good touch. It was a pretty wide open look, so I was pretty happy to get that first up.
Tell me about your first time in the environment of the Tall Blacks, and what does it mean now on the back of that performance?
Well, we've been in camp for 3 weeks, and it's been a really tough camp, and I got named in the team 2 weeks ago, but it didn't really feel real until I got to put the jersey on and step on the court, and now it just feels amazing. It's a fantastic honour.
The word we have, Michael, is that the camp has been just brutal in one word.
Yeah, brutal, yeah, that's exactly right. Claire Dallison, our fitness trainers, put us through the ringer, and I think we showed a good brand of fast break basketball, and we're showing the benefits of that training, so it's fantastic.
All right, mate, well, you've got 2 more tests in this one. Looking forward to a bit of Biff and Barge out there again?
Oh, yeah, they're physical boys, but we enjoy that too, you know. We're not going to step down, and it's fun to play like that.
Great entertainment.
Cheers, thanks a
lot.
lot.
All right, mate, thanks, Michael.
Okay.
Michael Fitchett earns his first cap as a Tall Black. Our next game coming your way 2:30 on Sunday for a 3 p.m. tip-off live on Sky Sport 1. Wowee! 99-73. Tuesday's the third of the 3-test series at 7:30 on Sky Sport 1. Tip-off live there. Kenny Stone, 99-73. I will repeat that. Dominant performance. Hector Romero says, oh, we like these training games. Man, if that's a training game, I hope you think what they're going to be like when they get serious.
Yeah, it was a great game to watch. There's a lot of everything in there. There's some good offense, some good defense. There was, as you say, the rough and tumble. It was all there. So a fun game to watch and a great first-up performance for Nenad Vucinic and his team.
Let's put it in perspective. What do we see from the Tall Blacks out of game one with what Venezuela delivered?
Well, I think you saw them getting out there and going against another international team. This is a first up, and they've got a long ways to go. Defensively, there were lapses. Offensively, they'll continue to hone and develop their sets and their continuity and their systems. But, you know, first up, great start.
Yeah, and you know, what thing people will love at home too is that Latin American flair that has come, and you can say it, but they love a bit of this, and it's great. Honestly, it makes great TV.
Oh, it makes a lot of fun to play. Guys don't like to get called for a foul every time they touch each other. You know, it's about getting physical.
All right, 99-73, the final score. That is the way it goes. We go back to 2:30 on Sunday on Sky Sport 1 for Game 2 of this 3-test series. What a way to start a weekend of men in black action. Coming your way tomorrow, the All Blacks against the Wallabies, but the Tall Blacks have given us the perfect start. They are winners with a huge W. We'll see you in Wellington on Sunday from 2:30.